Hi, my name is Sahara, or you can call me Sahara the Free. I was born in Somalia, in Africa, and we flee from Somalia because of the civil war. The civil war happened in 1991, and I came to Kenya. And Kenya, I grew up in the camp, in the refugee camp. So the refugee camp in Kenya, northern Kenya, that's where I grew up. So that's where I spent my time before, of course, I came to the United States. So when I was in the camp, life wasn't easy. Life was tough. You know, we have to go get water on our back. We have to go get wood for the fire for almost like 2 hours or 3 hours for walking. And and also like people had so you had to go get meal from like this like I think the organization, what is it called, the world relief were helping the immigration, so they were given a food like you get like uh, amount of rice, or not even a rice, like a corn and beans, and then you have to last that much of almost a whole month. So if you have a big family, it's not going to last you that long, so you just have to live with that, live uh, that amount of food. And a month felt to like almost like a year. Really, it was a long time. So life wasn't easy. There was corruption. There was even war in the camp where we were. People were in a war with each other. I am Somali American now, but when I was in the at the camp, the Somali people were fighting each other because of tribalism, and tribalism, religion, just conflict and corruption. So there were a lot of corruption. There were a lot of fighting, and also, you don't have way to go to the doctor. So if you get sick, you just have to, stay home, because there is no accessible those, things that we take for granted in America nowadays. We ate, either if you were lucky, you had 2 meals a day. If not, one meal was good for you. And I survived in that life. Yeah, FG, or known as FGM. Yes, I suffered that, and I'm a survivor of FGM, and many other girls, and actually some girls might not even survive. So there are people that we don't have the data or the evidence. I mean, for the recording, but there are girls that, sadly, when they are going through this horrifying, it's a horrifying practice that need to stop, is inhumane and is abusive to children, and is a practice that is done to my community, the community I'm from, almost 90%. So where I grew up in the camp, 100% it was done. So you gone through FGM because it was a cultural thing. It was also a religion too. And the reason you got FGM is to purify. So it's a little girl, you need to be purified according to the ideology I came from, Islam, which is Islam. And so we gone through, yes, a lot of girls gone through, and it's horrifying. And what's scary is it's happening in the free world, in the society that's supposed to protect children. That's the hardest. What happened to me, and what happened to a lot of girls, innocent little children, we had no control over, because it was happening to everybody. But what doesn't make sense to me is the free society allowing the society that's supposed to protect the children, and also it's illegal in America, in the Western world. It's illegal to do FGM, and it should be illegal to the whole world. But yes, I've gone through FGM, and I survive, and that's why I'm speaking out, because we have to speak out. And there are people like me who wants to share their story and speak out, but they are afraid. There's a lot of people who are afraid. Yes. I came to with another family. My Not my biological. I don't talk about that a lot, but I've talked about an article but I came with a parent that I would say my godparent. And yeah, I came here and I was illiterate. So when I escaped actually escaped from my family, a big event that took place. My family beat me, my biological family beat me to death, like almost where I couldn't breathe. And thankfully I escaped and I came to Kenya for seeking opportunity. Because if I could go back, as a little girl, I knew the life I seen and I was growing up. That wasn't the life I wanted. So I knew there was something else existed in the world. So I had a dream that, you know what, I'm gonna go somewhere, which I didn't know that where would it be. I will go somewhere and I will learn how to read and write, and I'm gonna be something, and I'm gonna help humanity or something. I'm gonna do something with, I'm gonna be part of some change or something. So I had that dream, and but when I escaped from my family from that big event when they beat me to death, I came to Kenya, like the big city, Nairobi, and I seek for opportunity, and then it led me to come to America. Thankfully, it wasn't an easy process. It's a long process. You have to do a lot of things, and almost waited 5 years or over. And thankfully, I came to America, and yeah, and when I came to America, it was shocking, cultural shocking, overwhelming, everything. That I was like, oh my goodness, you can wear whatever you want. It's different, People are getting along with each other, because where I came from, there's so much corruption. And even if you want to do something, there are people who wants to put you down because they don't want you to speak about taboos that existed in the community. So yeah, I came to America. I was illiterate. I remember the first time I came to the airport, I wasn't able even to write my name, my first name. I was that illiterate, really. And but the dream was still, go somewhere. I'm gonna learn. It's never too late. I'm gonna learn how to read and write. And I came to America and started from zero, and I am illiterate today. Started from illiterate to literate human being today. I went to high school, I graduated, I went to college. I made it from somebody, because that's what I believe in. I believe in the American dream, which I would say the American dream exists, because the American dream, I'm a product of the American dream. Because if it wasn't America, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I wouldn't, I wouldn't be able to speak English or be illiterate or even write in my book today. So yes, I went to school here. I became educated. I educated myself. I learned how to read and write. I learned how to do math and comprehend English. And yes, and the university I went to, first I went to community, and then I went 4 years, and I have my BA in education and also human services. And I believe in America is the American dream is like you have a chance, you have an opportunity as an individual, a human being. You can be anything. As somebody like me, coming from zero, if I can make it, if I made it today, anybody can make it in America. And America is not a racist, in my opinion, because if America was racist, it wouldn't take me. It wouldn't take so many immigrants. It wouldn't take so many people who wants to come here. They have no idea about America. They probably hear mainstream media or TV saying like, "Oh, America is horrible," whatever. But they still want to come. Why? Because America allows you to have that chance. I mean, go other countries. I'm an American. Yeah, some people will say, "Oh, yeah, and you're not, you're African, whatever." No, I'm an American, and if you have an issue with that, then it is you. I don't have an issue. I'm an American, and America accepts you. And what I love America is it accepted me who I am, and it gave me a home and hospitality. It gave me a citizen. It gave me everything, education. It gave me the opportunity to think for myself, to be who I am today. And I think we all fortunate, we all lucky and privileged, regardless where you come from. If you live in America, and especially born in America, and know how to speak English and know, and you actually you won the lottery. You won the lottery. I am privileged. I because I live in America, and I'm speaking today to share my story. I see this movement or this notion that America is racist and America needs to change and America has to be this and that. No, America, I'm not saying it's perfect. We're not perfect. No nation is perfect. What I am speaking about is this notion, what's happening, the cancel culture. I've been canceled. I've been told when I said, you know what, I have a story. My story is different than maybe somebody else, you know. America accepted me and I don't think America is not racist. And I said, I'm not a victim and I'm not oppressed. When I said that, I was told I didn't know anything. I was told that like, oh, you don't know America. Yeah, America has a history. History is called history. What happened, I'm not excusing it. We should learn from it. History, we learn from it and we move from it. And we remember that we don't repeat. But what's happening today, there's this cancel because of her skin color. Like my skin color, I'm being like oppressed by somebody who's white, which is no, that's not true. Yeah, you know, I don't see a skin color. I only see for me as a human being. If I have to choose a race or whatever, I would choose the human race. You know, we all one human race and we all unique human being. So the concern I see is this cancel and you have to be collective. We all individual, unique human being and everybody can be whatever they want to be. But this kind of a cancel is like, I say, no, you have to accept this. America is racist. America is bigot or this and that. No, I don't accept that. If you want to accept that, it's fine. America allows you to be who you are. And what I see is like the toxic, the things I ran away from. I ran away from collective, and I'm not saying all collective is bad, but I ran away from tribalism, where you have to group each other. Oh yeah, this group is better than the other group. And that's what I see. And I'm speaking out because I see the corruption, dictatorship, things that I ran away and escaped from my own country. So I won't let it happen. I'm going to speak out and I'm going to tell my story. And there are a lot of people who have a story. They have a different story than what mainstream media telling us, you know, America is awful country. I'm not saying yes, there are things we can make a difference, we can change. If, you know, America is not racist, that's just my belief. If you can believe whatever you want. Because if America is racist, then why are you here? I'm sorry to say that. But America, if you think America is racist, an awful place, then maybe go find it somewhere else and let me know that place that is better than America, you know? I'm speaking out because I do also see, I'm in the education system, this cancel, signal Virgil, like, you know, people just think like, oh yeah, because of your skin color, you're being oppressed or you're the oppressor. I just, it's toxic, is inhumane, and we need to come together. At the end of the day, we all human being and we all American. And the things that united us is the American flag. I like America. I love America, and I'm grateful for it. And yeah, so the reason I'm speaking out again is because I see the things I ran away from my own country and destroy, corruption, tribalism. It's almost the same thing, almost similar. Like, because we divided as a group when the war happened in my country too, and still the corruption is happening. And America, I see those things is happening today. So I'm just speaking out just to share my story, just to say, hey, American or America, we've been there, and I don't want America to go where I came from. I want America and the whole world to be a better place. And even if we disagree, we should not dehumanize each other. We should not dehumanize the unvaccinated people. Should be put in here. The vaccinated, you want to get the vaccination, fine. If you want to be whatever you want to be, that's America. That's America allows you. And what I see today is the democracy, freedom of speech is under attack. That's why I'm speaking out. So the code says, I wrote it it's by me. I dream of a different world where I could choose what I wanted in life. And that dream came true because I came to America, and America allowed me to be who I am. America allowed me to be illiterate, to be able to read. I was so, hungry or thirsty for be able to read. And if you are able to read and write and comprehend things, you can think for yourself. And anything is possible. If I made it, like somebody from zero to where I am at today, that's what America is that's American dream, and it allows you to have it if you work hard. It's all working hard, believe in yourself, be who you are, and you can, anything is possible in this country. Thank you for having me.